So Dave, this was a big integration, and there was a lot going on. How did you get everybody to buy? Because I assume that you had your hands all over this plan and the strategy. How did you get your team to buy in to, this integration, to doing this work, and getting them to believe it would not only help them but help the company? How did that look?
Well, that's what's really critical, is that people understand the roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
You have to simplify what that roadmap is and what it means to them. And I found that being extremely transparent is critical. And I'll give you an example is, in the process, once we, narrowed the product offering to what our offering would be with the integrated company, we spent a fair amount on capital that automated the manufacturing process, for example, of the products that we were making. And the key here was we were very transparent with the workforce that say, hey, we have to move towards automation. Here are the reasons why, and it's going to take us a journey that looks like 18 months. By being very transparent and clear with all the steps and then continuing to update, there was a comfort level for them. It allowed them to have some level of control of their life and their work life. And two, it instilled confidence that we were doing the right thing and doing the right thing for them, but on behalf of the company too. And so a lot of it was pure communication. And what it also allowed us to do is, as your business morphs and changes, it allows us to communicate other opportunities that would arise for them. Yeah. And it just basically took out it took out the fear. And what it did is really built trust in the culture of the business. And when you have that trust, then everyone understands your mission and your vision and values how you go about it. And long story short, it allows you to incorporate more individuals in the solution where they buy into the solution, and when they're not involved, there's a level of trust that they'll support it. And again, it's a lot about communication and simplicity.
Yeah. No, that makes I love every way you put that. I think that's a perfect soundbite. And to be honest, Dave, when I went to your plant, you could see it with your employees. You could see how disciplined they were. You could see that they liked their jobs. You could see, how happy they were in the lunchroom, talking to them about the communication. Adam's around all the time. Adam's talking with us all the time. And I think, like you said, it takes some of the fear, some of the big black box out of what we're doing. I used to be on the floor coaching, managers, directors, VPs on operational excellence and biopharmaceutical processing, right? And there'd come times where they would ask me, why are we doing this? What are we doing? And I wouldn't have an answer. And that's a terrible place to be. And it means that I'm not communicating, their managers, and somebody hasn't been communicating. And, oftentimes it just wasn't, you could see the stress and the anxiety, the lack of trust, because we know that we're transforming and doing something, but we don't know why. We don't know why it benefits us. And we don't know, what it means. And if somebody were to just come by and talk to us like you guys, always do with your employees, just like adults, then it takes that fear out of it. And there's that trust. So really, really well put.
Can I add one last thing to that?
Yeah.
And is what you said is 100% correct. And a lot of times it comes down to is respect of individuals and for what they do and who they are. And that, if you respect yourself, they'll respect you too. And meaning all the things we just talked about. So you treat everyone the way you'd want to be treated. And guess what? It does work out. It builds a culture.